Morning guys, I'm going to show you today how I create my brows using 4 products. This is different to my other brow video, which didn't really go into much detail, and I filmed it like holding my phone in my hand, but that is different. This is going to create a bold but fluffy looking brow, like a full fluffy brow. So today I'm going in with Pink Honey. Use whichever you want. You can even use soap. I used to go in with the Pears clear soap. I prefer this just because it's actually made to sit on your skin. You're going to need a brow pencil. This one's from Revolution. I used to use the amylouise one, but I ran out. So I'm using this, and this is in dark brown. And then I've got 2 brow gels. I've got a medium and then a darker one. These are both amylouise. I've got the shades Macchiato and Espresso. So you're going to need a medium and a darker. They don't have to be these ones. I've used the Anastasia ones. I've used the Revolution ones. These are just the ones that I've got at the minute, and I do really like these. Okay, so I have got the Honey Glue Super Hold in Original Bubblegum in Pink Honey. This is amazing. I got this from Titmouse, which basically I'm a patron of Make Me a Misser, and if you don't know who that is, check her out. She is amazing. But I'm a patron, which means that I am a sausage, and a fellow sausage or a fellow misser patron, Romy, set up a website to sell indie makeup products and like her own. This is where I got like my little palette from. So she set up a website, she sells those, she's amazing. So I got that from there. I will leave a link down below. So I'm just gonna take, this is the Garnier Rose Soothing Mist. You can use water, you can use whatever you want. I'm just gonna spray that into my Pink Honey, and then I'm gonna take a mascara one. This is just a disposable one out of my MUA kit. The one that I got, the bamboo with the pink spoolie snaps, like the spoolie came out and I can get back in. So I'm just going to take it and kind of, there's a hole, you just go like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take the spoolie and I am going, if I can open my mirror, hey, I'm going to run this against the way my hair grows on both brows. I'm not going to style it, I'm just going to run it through the actual hair itself, and I just kind of like wiggle it back and forth, just getting that product in there on both brows. And I will spin it just to make sure that I'm getting product through there. I'm not just taking product from one side of the brush. And you will feel it start to like dry and like start to hold the brows in place. So I'm just gonna wiggle, and I'm not bothered about getting it like above or below. I can clean that up. And then I'm gonna start using the spoolie to brush my hair into place. The front I brush straight up, and then from about here I start going like up and out, and then here it's like just straight out. Then once I've got all my brows in place, I'm going to take my pinky and push the hair flat to my face. Just like that. Going with the other side. Okay, now before this fully sets, I'm going to go in with my brow pencil, and I'm just going to take this, and all I'm going to do is draw a line like right under the brow, so right where I want the bottom of my brow to be. I'm just going to sketch that in. Okay, so just like that. Now this does not have to be precise, it doesn't have to be like the perfect line, just sketch it because it's more of a guide. Okay, so you should have just 2 lines like right under your brow. You can even join it up in the centre if you want to make sure that it's like completely level. I've done that quite a few times. And then you're going to want to go in with your brow gel. I go in with my lightest first, and I'm just going to run this. Now this is a bit tricky because you want to like wiggle it into your brows, but don't, because your brows are set towards your face. But the bristles on the brush are gonna be what creates the stroke hairs. So instead of going in like with a pomade or a pencil and individually putting in those hairs, you're gonna use the brush as your pencil almost to draw in those hairs. So just flick it over, and because they're quite smooth to your head, this is just gonna kind of glide over. So I like to just start from the front, and I'm just going to flick from that line. Now it doesn't matter if you go above the line or below the line, it really doesn't matter that much. It's just a guide, you're going to clean up anyway. So you can see I'm just really lightly flicking through, and you can see how much of a difference that has created already. So just really lightly, especially at that front. And then the other brow. Now I don't mind that a few of my hairs kind of come up and like and stuck flat to my head. Like, I feel like that just makes them look more natural. And you see here I kind of like got a little bit of excess there. It's fine, I'm gonna clean it up. I'll show you how. And then next I go in with the same brow gel, just in a darker shade. It's just 1 shade darker. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna use less of it. I'm not gonna go in quite as much. And this is gonna give your brows just that bit more definition. So just pop it on. Okay, just like that. Now these do look a little crazy, not gonna lie, but if you look at my face when I've got my full face of makeup on, these they sit perfectly. Like, if they don't look too bold, they're not too structured, they're fine. Like, I really enjoy these brows. So I'm just gonna take a cotton bud. I'm literally just gonna stick it in my mouth. If you don't want to stick it in your mouth, just wet it however you feel comfortable. I'm going to take this, I'm going to clean up underneath my brow. And it's really quick and easy. And this is also going to remove any of the excess pink honey that you've got down there. I go above my brow too, because again I got excess pink honey there. And anywhere that I like bumped up, I can just remove. Look at that already. So I'm not removing the line, just anywhere below the line that I don't want. And then I'm going to flip it over to the clean side, do the same, wet it, and go between my brows. Now, at the very front, I like to kind of really lightly, like almost barely touching. Just go over the front because it's going to fade it just that little bit. I'm not dragging, I'm barely touching. But any brow hairs here that are they've like not stuck down to my face, this will reset them down. Then at this point you can take your concealer, your eye base, or whatever it is you use to prep your eye space, and I then take that right over that line. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my PicsArt base too. I just put it on my palette and I'm using a PicsArt brush. It's just a flat brush. And I just take this directly on top of that line. You can go below if you want, but I don't want that line there because that gives it away as very fake looking in my opinion. So I go right on that line. It cleans the brow up. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, and then from here I can go in, do the rest of my makeup, and everything is perfect. This is how I create my brows. Pretty much ever since I did that last brow video, which I don't know how long ago that was, about a week later I started doing this, and I've never looked back. This just looks so much softer, so much more natural, so much fluffier, and like even up close it doesn't look super fake. Like obviously I've got brow products on, but it doesn't look super fake. They are a strong brow, I'm not gonna lie. Like it's not an ombre brow, but it is far better in my opinion than like the ombre brows where it was like 2 lines, fill it in, blend it towards the middle. Like no, like that is not cute. It's just too much. This is just, you're working with what you've got. There's breaks there, it's not a solid colour, you've got dimension, and you can actually see the brow hairs. So this is what I prefer to do. I do this, I've done this on clients too since then. So on like my recent clients, this is what I've done on them. Honestly, I absolutely love this technique. So try it, let me know what you think down below, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.